Hey guys, this is George from Phantom Fleet, and today I want to talk to you about Predator Hunting Grounds, a game developed by Ilphonic and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment for PlayStation 4 and Microsoft Windows that was released on the 24th of April 2020. I want to talk to you about this game because the original Predator film is by far one of my favourite films of all time. It is almost the perfect action movie in my opinion, and it's just so much fun. But from what I've been hearing, Predator Hunting Grounds does not capture this fun in a very good way. There's only one game mode, which is 4 Marines against a Predator, and obviously everyone wants to play as the Predator because you would. So waiting times for the Predator are ridiculously long, meaning that most people just have to play as the Marines. But when it first came out, I still wanted to play it. I don't have a PlayStation, but I was like, I love this franchise enough. I will convince Josh from the channel to get it, and then I'll just go around to his and play it. But because everything that's been going on in the world, and just because I've had work and stuff before that, we never really got a chance to play it. But I've been keeping up to date with it. You know, I look into it and look at people's opinions, because obviously video games to movies doesn't often work, and it's the same the other way around. Movies to video games also can be quite on and off. Yeah, the game looks fun-ish, but if you want to play as the Predator, that is fun, but the Predator's really underpowered, and the Predcore, which is what they call parkour, yeah, I know, is really fiddly, so it kind of undercuts the whole badassery of the Predator when you're trying to swing from tree to tree and he just keeps climbing the same tree over and over again. But the reason I want to talk about Predator Hunting Grounds today is because the Dutch DLC arrives on the 26th of May. And for those of you that don't know, Dutch is the name of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character from the original film. So Dutch is going to be available in this game, which probably will attract a few people. But this paid DLC pack lets you play as future Dutch and get early access to the QR5 hammerhead rifle and Dutch's knife from the film. Both of these will be available free for all players later in June. So you get a gun and a knife for free, but you've got to wait for it. But to play as Dutch, you have to pay. There are some good aspects to this DLC. There's a free update for all players that adds a series of voice tapes you earn as you level up. And these voice tapes include lines of dialogue recorded by Arnie. And they tell you the story of what Dutch has been up to in all these years in this world, and it's in his own words because it's Dutch talking. And his character design in Predator Hunting Ground, he has a grid of facial scars as well, so that'll be quite interesting to find out the story behind. And I've been looking at the reactions to it, and some people seem quite happy to pay for the DLC, to be honest, but I really wouldn't be, because this is a £45 game, something like that, and you know, it's only got one game mode, and then you still have to pay extra if you want to play as the most recognisable character from the entire franchise, obviously apart from the Predator, but I don't really suppose he's a character. Anyway, I just don't get it. It's another one of these things where paid DLC just seems to be ruining a game, because it's not fair to the paying customer to shell out £45, which is by no stretch of the imagination cheap, and then still have to pay more if they want to play as Dutch, who, whilst cool, I imagine will function the same as all the other Marines. But, you know, that's just my opinion. I think it would have been much cooler if he'd been in the game from the start, or if the voice tapes had been in the game since the start, and it had sort of built up the hype a little bit, and then released as a free DLC. Or if they'd have, you know, not released it as a free DLC but put tapes in from the start, that would have at least made it seem less like a desperate attempt to get people back into playing the game. Because while I couldn't really find any official numbers, I think it sold about 9,000 copies in Japan, but that was all I could find. I don't think this game is doing particularly well. That's my opinion on it. You guys may have a different opinion, let me know, but in short, I don't think I will be playing this game until it goes on sale, or somebody else that I know decides to buy it and I can try it out from there. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave a like and a comment. Let us know what you want to see on the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more. And we do a podcast every Monday, so if you want to check that out, that's really good. It's all three of us. It's usually about an hour long, so it's quite in-depth conversation about all things nerd. So mainly Star Wars so far, but we'll definitely be expanding past that at some point in the future. So yeah, this has been George talking about Predator Hunting Grounds. See you all next time.